Vista Del Lago needs to see.
Here we go on 1st down and 10, ball at the 35 after the out of bounds kickoff, and a drill ball is loose up at the far side. Big hit there by I believe, number 34, Hector Quezada. Ooh, I felt that from here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And you still got that player down there on the far side there for Vista Del Lago. Might have just gotten the wind knocked out of them, but did not see that coming. You see a train wreck coming right after you after the catch. Can't really do anything about it. He just had to go for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he just kept his eyes on the ball, and you just kind of sometimes got to hope that there's no player running through you, but every now and then, it's just the way that's what football is.
And that's the thing with high school football, too. You want to be that guy that makes that big play. Referees discussing if maybe that might have drawn a personal foul, but again, it's a clean tackle on that play. You're taught to use your shoulder first, get away from your head, and that was a clean play there by Tahquitz on that tackle.
Yes, it was, and I think I'm not sure what Vista Del Lago is ever going to do. I think maybe they'll try some trick plays or something just for fun, but let's just hope that they find some sort of life back in this game.
Clock still going here. 9:50 to go here in this 4th and final quarter. Taking the high snap. Cisneros on the handoff. Kite trying to burst through some holes. Gets a few yards back inside the 10-yard marker. Ball at the 43. 9:35 and counting to go. Clock still running here. 3rd down and about 7, trying to keep this drive alive. Cisneros in the shotgun, handing it off down to Kite, and instead runs right into Ronald Walton. Walton only letting him get 1 yard in the play. If not, back to the line of scrimmage or no more. Clock still running here with under 9 minutes to go, and it looks as if the Ravens will have to punt. Beautiful night here for football. Again, looking over the Hemet sky. Vista Del Lago here taking on Tahquitz at Tahquitz Field here in Hemet, California. A gorgeous stadium, 5 years old. Walking up, from the parking lot up here, and it's a great, gorgeous place to have a football stadium. I believe. Talking about the beginning of the broadcast. Trying to envision what Sun Devil Stadium looks like. Having it on top of a hill and then overlooking the canyons, it's exactly the setup they have out here.
Yeah, and they really, when a school and a team puts effort into making their football stadium looks good, they care. You know that they have an excellent football program, and that they want to go places. And driving in and looking at this stadium, you can feel tradition. You can feel like you want to be here. You want to be part of the tradition that Tahquitz has. And I only can just speak volumes of where Tahquitz will be in the coming years, because they really want to be all they can be.
So as Tahquitz will start the drive here at the 35 after the punt. 1st down at about 10, 8:17 to go here in this 4th and final quarter. Taking the handoff here, calling the number 39, Dejon Holloway, as he gets to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd down at about 10 to go. Clock still ticking here. 8:05 to go. And this is where, 4th quarter, big lead, obviously for Tahquitz. You bring the reserves in to at least give them a little bit of experience, but the game's still not all wrapped up just yet. It's basically giving the young guys at least a little bit of time to work things over. On the handoff, up the middle. Jonte Price trying to fight through instead. Runs in to the white wall and gets brought down. About a 3-yard gain, though, down to the 38. 7:30 and counting to go here in this 4th and final quarter. 3rd down and 7, times with 2 timeouts. The Ravens here with 3. Moreno looking at the Tahquitz sideline, calling out Gregovich for the play. Again, now they're taking their time compared to the no-huddle. Well, still running the no-huddle, but this time taking much more time than needed. Moreno drops back, fires over to the far side. Pass is complete. Close to the 1st down marker. I believe on the catch there, number 10, Mytorius Boyd. Correction, it'll be number 18. Yeah, correct. It'll be on number 16, Esteban Palacios there instead. Up on the far side, 4th down and short, and it looks as if Tahquitz might be going for it. Taking a handoff there, slipping down though. Dejon Holloway got a little excited, saw at least a chance for a first down, but his feet were much quicker than his body, fell down. Turnover on downs.
Well, and maybe this is Vista Del Lago's chance to really gain some type of pride and some type of, this is who we are as Vista Del Lago. Here's how we can score. Just some type of way where they can show who they want to be, and the fact that they can show that they can score.
See what they have here, at least to put up 1 or 2 more scores to end this game. If that's 6:40 to go here in this 4th and final quarter. Still under center here, Brian Cisneros. Single back on the handoff. There's Godfrey coming back out of the injury, breaking a few tackles, getting about 8 yards in the play. And that's a good thing to see there by Godfrey Freeman, again going down, favoring his ankle a quarter ago, and it's nice to see, a key guy there for the Ravens to come back and take a few more snaps.
Well, and I think if they lost him, I'm not sure what Vista Del Lago would have. I think that Godfrey Freeman has been their light, in the darkness, and that's what they need.
Freeman taking the handoff again, getting back to the line of scrimmage after getting, tackled about 2 yards back, fighting back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3rd down with under 6 to go here in this 4th and final quarter. 3rd down at about 4. No, they actually push it back down to the line of scrimmage. What we saw here, 3rd down at about 6. Back at the 39 here. Clock still ticking, 5:40 and counting. Cisneros barking the signal here, gets now under center. Single back, single receiver to the left and right. Drops back, Cisneros staying in the pocket. Instead, gets brought down hard. Had no time to get a pass there, and there's the Tahquitz blitz that takes him down.
Well, and there's that passing, and like I keep saying, and I'll keep sticking with it, Vista Del Lago can't get discouraged by that. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback, and then once they can protect their quarterback, their passing will be open. And maybe even try a draw play, mix it up with the pass and the run, because the run is what worked for them, and as well as the pass. It opens up the field wide for them.
As Tahquitz gets ready to take the punt, be over at the 20, Tim Neely looking for at least one last chance. Instead, as a matter of fact, they're going to be going for it here. It's about 4th down and 10 after the sack. Cisneros dropping back and then gets brought back about 8 yards on the sack, and that'll end that drive here for the Ravens. So after that 4th down and 10, looking for at least one last chance. Instead, there's the Tahquitz blitz once again, preventing any chance to let that drive go. Turnover on downs here for the Ravens.
Well, and I think what's important now is to start kind of looking ahead. Let's see, and looking at what Tahquitz has to, play through. They have Murrieta Mesa, they have La Sierra, Rubidoux, Temecula Valley, San Jacinto, West Valley, Citrus Hill, and Beaumont. I mean, I think there's a lot of games that Tahquitz wants to take back that they had from last year. They went 2-8. They only won 2 games. Let's see how much of a turnaround they're going to take.
Taking a handoff there, Dejon Holloway, and ran backwards there, trying to escape the defense there by Vista Del Lago, and it's going to be a big loss there on the play. 2nd down and long, and again, you talk about the schedule. You look at a lot of those teams; they're not nearby. Hemet. A couple of teams are close by. For example, I believe Murrieta Valley is going to be local. Hemet as well, Hemet High School. But then you still got to go to Beaumont. You still got to go down to Riverside. That's a bit of a drive there. So, when you go down to the Inland Valley League, these teams here, although competitive, you still got to go a little bit of ways away for competition. That's where possibly stamina might come into play.
Well, yeah, and I think what happens is when you're on those long drives, you can't lose your focus. I mean, I think lots of players, what happens is when you go on those long drives, you get so tired and you get so weary, and you're like, when are we going to get there? And I think the players can't lose their focus in saying, listen, we are on a season to turn around. We got to stay focused. We got to make sure that we come here and show them what Tahquitz football is all about.
Here on 3rd down, shotgun twins down to the left. Taking a handoff here. trying to get back to at least the 10-yard marker. Instead, crosses down midfield, taking the call. Derek Peters on the handoff. 4th down with the clock ticking here, under 3:15 to go here in this 4th quarter. More than likely, it'll be a big win here for Tahquitz. Again, finishing 2-8 on the year. Talk about how they have done last year. If we take a look at their schedule, starting off 2-8 here on the year, or finishing 2-8 last year. Here we go on the punt. A long one at that, and that'll go out of bounds down to, I believe, inside the 30, close to the 25. And that's where the drive will start here for Vista for at least one last chance to put up a score. Looking at their schedule last year, started the season out, I believe, 0-5, and they did not get their first win until late September. Starting the season 0-5, and you see a lot of losses, a lot of double-digit losses. Big turnaround. Always nice to start a season 1-0, especially if you finished off a season 2-8 last year. It's always a big thing to really give a lot of morale when you start off the season with a victory.
Well, and you can say you're undefeated. You just take one game at a time and say, hey, we're undefeated now. Let's win our next game and stay undefeated. And that's one way that you can keep the morale of the Tahquitz football team.
Again, the Tahquitz defense showing no mercy on the play on the handoff. Back behind the line of scrimmage. Clock ticking here, 2:27 to go in this 4th and final quarter. Again, for Tahquitz, getting a big win. Last year, their biggest win was a shutout against Beaumont last year. But have not seen a big win like this in quite a while. You talk about a boost for your program. How about a 41-7 victory over a really rather competitive team that's trying to go on the rise like Vista.
And what I can only think of how proud those 10 juniors now are going to be after this game. They're going to say, wow, we killed these guys. We came out with our experience from where we were last year at 2-8, and now we have a winning record of 1-0.
Here on the 3rd down play, clock still ticking, 1:35 to go in this 4th and final quarter. Vista here taking their time to get on the snap. Cisneros calling out the play under center, twin backs on the handoff, and there again the Tahquitz defense. A lot of players returning. Jonte Price, playing from last year. I believe it's, we haven't talked about this in quite a while, as a matter of fact. Player of the game with a lot of guys to mention. You want to say that Moreno could be it because of his 4-year stature on the team, but, you want to call on Jonte Price, might as well do so. Getting a lot of big runs, and, it was him that, as a matter of fact, really just got that offense going, especially after that big drive there picked up by Vista. Would assume that he might be your player of the game.
Well, and I think it is, and let me tell you why. In the beginning of the game, we had Tahquitz had 2 3-and-outs. Jonte Price was the one who sparked that offense. He's the one who kept it going. He's the one who's kept the momentum going. He is the only one on this team that really showed any type of life. And not to say that Benjamin Moreno didn't, not to say that Michael Stewart didn't show any, but I think the player that we need to really show some support tonight and to give the player of the game honors to is Jonte Price.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. And you want to give it to Marino, even maybe Michael Stewart as well. But again, you look at what Jonte Price had done. It's not just a matter of how many yards he scored, how many touchdowns he scored. What he did, put up quite a few, as a matter of fact, this evening. But it's just a matter of really getting the offense going and picking them up, from the ground. And after that big score there by the Ravens, just kind of turning it around a little bit, getting the running game going, as a matter of fact. The passing game wasn't really starting out all too well there for the Titans, but then it finished off strong in that first quarter and just kept going ever since, and a lot of that came from Jonte Price. After the punt, ball goes over to the far side, hash mark inside the Raven zone. 48 seconds to go, a 41-7 ball game. And again, it looks as if the Titans will start off the season 1-0 in the 20-12 campaign.
fourth quarter is brought to you by Minutemen Plumbing. Make Minutemen your first choice in plumbing needs. Need a commercial contracting plumber? Then call Minutemen today at 1-800-932-5327. Again, that's 1-800-932-5327. Minutemen Plumbing, the proud sponsor of tonight's fourth quarter action.
Back in high school, we used to call that the victory formation. And that's what Moreno will do. He'll take 2 steps, come on back, and let the clock tick down. Under 40 seconds to go here to finish off this fourth and final quarter. 41-7 the score. Jonte Price once again our PlayOnSports.com player of the game. But, aside from that, just really a team effort, a team victory here for the Tahquitz Titans to really get the season going on the right note.
And what looks good is I can see all the coaches really embracing themselves, and it's just, you can tell that they're proud that they've come back from so much, from a 2-8 season, struggling so much, and to come out on top with a win, you couldn't be more proud of your guys, not just your coaching staff, but also your players.
That'll do it here in this one, folks, as the teams will meet up at midfield for the traditional end-of-game handshake. Once again, the final score, Tahquitz over. This will all go by a final of 41-7. Stay tuned for our PlayOnSports.com player of the game. Once again, this is Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com as the Titans win it by a final of 41-7. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back after this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback, a second opportunity by Bosback. Lift violation call. Winner. It's over the neck call. Oh my goodness! Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory in game number 5, and they wrap it up coming back from 2-0 down match-wise and take it 3-2.
36-35 and driving, and oh baby! Shrigley with the jam, and it was with emphasis. And it's the foul, and listen to these fans.
Do you know who's standing up right behind us? Tony Bland, who is the head recruiter for San Diego State. I think he's drooling. Somebody get that man a napkin.
Quick score on this drive. There goes a handoff to Zeller, trying to go straight ahead, but he is met by Wool. Now he breaks out to the outside, gets across the 30, 35, on the right, 40, midfield. He's running down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way as he's at the 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Zeller he stood up at the line of scrimmage and broke out to his left to the far sidelines, and he was in a foot race, and he went all the way for the touchdown. Broke a tackle and made it nice and showed his speed as he got outside for the touchdown.
Back in the backfield to the left is Campbell. Hernandez takes the snap, play action to Campbell. Looks down the field. Now here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit. He breaks the tackle, rolls left. Now he's going to cut upfield. He's going to break another tackle, and then another tackle down the sideline. Gets a block inside the 5. What a touchdown! Hernandez goes 33 yards in spectacular fashion, breaking 4 tackles along the way, including 2 in the backfield, and Hilltop has tied this one up at 29.
Grant with a big, strong defensive rebound. He brings it back down the floor again, and another slam dunk. Jeremy Grant can run the point, and he can fly. Huge dunk, 2 big dunks in the last
Bullard
minute.
trying to close it out. Deep ball, up in the air, Cram. Bringing it back, Arbizo. Cram over in 3, free opportunity. Look for Rodabaugh, no, pass middle, Weimer!
Ball game.
25-19, Foothill wins it 3-1.
Because this kid has definitely proven that he can make things happen here in this ball game.
They will go with him. Bula Graft on a stretch run, just breaking tackles. The little man is in the clear to Tory territory. The 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Knights. What a run, the freshman, Bula Graft.
Ooh, I tell you what. There were at least 3 times on that run that he should have gone down or he should have been wrapped up. Missed tackles there cost La Jolla Country Day as Bula Graft, the freshman running back for Bishops, is able to take it in. And that was a determined run there, Andy.
So 1st and 10. Brandon Lewis in the shotgun. Has time to throw. And he'll fire, and he has a mad diving catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. What a catch from Kendall Keys. And that may be the KBC Sports Player of the Week.
What a catch he laid himself out there, and a great throw, as you said. Read it nicely, did Lewis, and really caught his receiver on the go, and just kind of put it out there right on the outstretch of his fingertips. He laid out, and he made a catch.
1-1.
You know when a pitcher is behind an account and throws his breaking ball, he's feeling it.
The pitch is going to be fisted to second base on a liner, and the ball is caught by McGrew, and Valley Christian wins the game on a Cameron Stewart no-hitter.
Wow, what a way to go out if you're Cameron Stewart. A no-no in the championship game. If there's scouts out there, they had to be impressed by this young kid's velocity, control, and breaking ball all worked well today. He had it going for this Valley Christian team.
What a gem. He's going to give it to Tyree on an exchange against the zone, do a little 3-man weave. This is Tyrell back with it. Tyrell's going to go lob backdoor. Tyree Robinson with a flush.
Now that was nice. Very nice design play.
Uwaba back there. Bogart takes a snap. He's going to run the play. He's going to throw. He's got a man open at the 10. It's underthrown. It's incomplete. No, or is it caught? It is a catch. Wow, juggling catch inside the 5-yard line. Moliga. Was that Moliga pulling that one in? It is Moliga. Boy, that ball was deflected by one of the Falcons, and then Moliga, he lands on the ground and pulls it in. What a catch.
3 men in the backfield, back to the wing. This time inside counter to Telefaro. No, they're going to throw this one. He's got a man open. And what a catch! What a grab by tight end Joe Gigantino. He must have bobbled that ball 4 times in the air, and he was actually tipped by the defender and had the presence of mind to keep his concentration and make the grab. Unbelievable catch. And the ball at the 29-yard line of the Eagles, and you can see the defense, they're still bewildered. How did he come up with that grab?
Even with 2 defenders around him and 4 big. That's so unconventional for a guy to handle the ball so well. January with the one-hand jam.
He was not going to be denied there. Coming over was Milmo.
Bradshaw Christian's going to bring the starting unit out on the field one more time just to take a knee. 10 seconds left. They better hurry it up. Actually, they're going to try a field goal. For Lawson, they're going to run out of time. Are they going to take? There's a snap, and they aren't even going to get the kickoff. They tried to hustle Lawson out there for a field goal opportunity to see if they could get her one.
but it does not matter. They don't get the punt off in time. Drew Rickert just got the Gatorade shower on the sideline. Bradshaw Christian is your winner, 62-6. The final score. They are your D6 titleists this year. Here in 2000. 5 seconds left. Clock winding down. Poway has won the title. 50.
Welcome back here to PlayOnSports.com. Our player of the game, Jonte Price. Big gains here on the day. Winning by a final score here, 41-7. It's really not so much the score, but really how you guys played overall. A full 48 minutes, and must feel good to start off a season off 1-0.
Oh yeah, it's our first season, starting off 1-0. Have to thank my lineman; they was blocking pretty good out there. It's always every time we go back to the huddle, it's like me and my lineman got to have that connection where we're always on the same page. So we're blocking was looking pretty good tonight. So, got to stay on the same page.
Now, you look at the game here, obviously a lot of unanswered points, 41 to be exact here on that big win. But obviously it started off with by that Godfrey Freeman 40-yard run there to give them the lead. What did head coach Dennis Gregovich tell you guys after that score?
He said, just keep going harder because last year we'll start off, we'll punch them in the face, and then we'll soften up, we'll, drop the tempo. This year's all about tempo. We run a no huddle, so the tempo is going to stay up. So, yeah.
What has really changed? Obviously, you guys had the season go 2-8 last year. Obviously, you're starting on a high note with 1-0. But really, what has been the big things that's really changed coming from last year, bringing into this year?
We have a lot of returners because last year seniors they were not a family last year. It was cussing all the time. It was a lot of drama. They didn't know how to be leaders. But this year we're a family. We pulled together and we got to make executions.
Now you talk about Dennis Gregovich too. This program's only been around for about 5 years, obviously, and for a head coach to come back after a really dismal 2-8 season last year, how much of an impact has Gregovich has really brought out for this team in the last couple of seasons, actually?
Oh, he's been a huge impact as a new head coach. We got a new head coach, so it's not just Coach G, the offensive coordinator, handling everything. We got Coach Gregovich. Last year, it was just a listening problem with the seniors. Last year we could have been perfect. It could have started off this year. Seniors don't want to listen, follow their jobs. So we got a lot of individuals.
And talk about individuals. 10 sophomores last year ended up starting for the team last year. How big is it to get experience coming into this year and really just carrying it over to the 2012 campaign?
Oh, experience is huge. I'm telling you right now, experience. I'm glad that he started the sophomores last year. I didn't think it was a smart idea, but coaches know what they're doing.
Well, once again, Jonte Price, our PlayOnSports.com player of the game. Jonte, congratulations.
Thank you.
This has been a presentation here of PlayOnSports.com. For Joel Diaz, our producer, Jonathan Silva, our camera guy, Tim Barker, my color guy. I'm Andy Nunes here. Make it call on this one. Once again, a final score 41-7. Tahquitz over. Vista Lago. We'll see you back next week here on PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed